Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm going to read the club mission. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. I turn it back over to our president.
Excellent. Jesse, was that your first time reading that?
It was.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's our sergeant at arms for you, everybody. She's on the executive board. So usually we're in front of everybody and we have a little bit of a different format. But anyway, hey.
Honor and a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Hi, everybody. Good to see you guys. I am gonna pass it over to someone who's doing Toastmasters for the first time today. So we got a twofer again. So please help me welcome our wonderful Toastmaster today, Anita Bennett.
Hi, everyone. I was really looking forward to doing this. I think that we have a very interesting and fun meeting planned. Are there any guests? It doesn't look like it. So I'd like to introduce the roles. And what we'll do is, since there's no guests, we'll just go down the roles so that everybody knows what they're doing. And if you haven't put your role in with your name, please do that now. So the odd counter is Adrienne, but I don't see her. Are we going to need an odd counter, do you think, Deanna?
I'll be the odd counter.
Okay. And then the grammarian is Stacy. Timer is Paul. Make sure when you're speaking, make sure to that Paul, you can see Paul on your screen because he'll be showing you green, yellow, and red. The general evaluator is Devin. The watcher also is Deanna. And then we have two speakers, which are Debbie and Christiana. Two evaluators, which are Jesse and Brooke. And then we also have our joke master. I'm so looking forward. Oh, what? Did I forget something?
Oh, sorry. No. I was just going to say, Corey, you want to do odd counter? Okay.
Okay, so Corey is the odd counter. And I really always look forward to our jokes and to starting off with a joke, and for Megan to be our joke master, because she always leaves me laughing when she's the joke master. Do you have a joke for us this morning, Megan? Oh, we can't hear you. You're muted. There you
okay. Boy, no pressure.
Okay.
Okay. Now, oh yes, we all know we all want to lose weight. But, you know, as we get older, we usually get fatter. But that's because the older we are, the smarter we are, because we have more experiences. And so there's so much information in our brain. Where else will it go? Except for down our body. So our body gets bigger because we got so much information.
And then 10,000, right?
I don't know how to take that, Megan.
Well, that's because you're too skinny.
Oh, no.
We know you're still smart. Starting your own business.
Yes or no on
I love
understanding how we use the equation right here.
So our theme for the day is photographs and memories. And our word of the day is cherish, which means to hold something dear, protect and care for someone or something in a loving way. And don't forget to use cherish when we're doing our table topics. The photographs and memories. I don't know if that rings a bell for anybody, but it's photographs and memories. All that I have are these to remember you. That's Jim Croce in the early 70s. He's one of my favorite singers-songwriters. And it's still as relevant today as it was back then, isn't it? And in fact, personally, more and more as time goes on, I need the photographs to remember the memories. But we love to share the photographs and the memories that go with them. And we'll be doing a little bit of that today, I think, in our table topics with Lucille. She has something really exciting planned for us. So let's get going with our speakers. Our first speaker is Debbie, and she is working on her mentor speech, and her title is My Two Favorite People, and her time is 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you, Anita. The purpose of my speech today is to describe a time when I was a protege and the impact of having a mentor. After spending some time thinking about my life and the people who had an impact on me, a couple of names come to mind again and again. The first mentor I want to speak about is my Uncle Marty. It's hard to explain his impact without starting at the beginning. I did not really grow up in the happiest of homes. I was well taken care of. My mom cooked and cleaned and tended to all my needs. She tried her best and she really cared. I just think that my parents were actually depressed. They still are. So the environment wasn't positive or upbeat. They were invested in their problems and didn't really focus on my education or personal development. I think my saving grace in life is that I was born a geek. I always loved school and learning, so I didn't need to be pushed. I did, however, long to be acknowledged and to have someone pay attention to my progress. That is where my Uncle Marty came in. He was interested in my life and the things I was doing. He cared about my progress in school. Uncle Marty always knew what classes I was taking. He would offer me helpful advice when I did not know what direction to take. He was especially helpful to me because he is a CPA and I was a business major. We would talk about classes and career opportunities and anything else that I was curious about. When I started wavering about my chosen path, he suggested career testing and offered to pay for it. My parents' world was kind of small. We focused on a few things and mainly making money and paying bills. And so they missed a lot of what life has to offer, just like enjoying a sunset or learning about new things and having new experiences. Uncle Marty did not just help me with my education. He was fun. He was interested in so many topics and was not afraid to try new things. My uncle would encourage me to explore so much of what life has to offer. He was always into something new. And just for the record, he was a Toastmaster. Uncle Marty liked to laugh and joke. He still does. When I was young, our families would spend most of the holidays together. He would sit with us at the kids' table and tell dirty jokes. We loved it. He would play with us and chase after us. He made me laugh and he showed me what happy people acted like. I will always treasure the time I had with him. Time passed and eventually I met my husband, and then another wonderful person and mentor became part of my life. I know that not all mother and daughter-in-laws get along, but let me tell you, I got the world's best mother-in-law. Phyllis was there for me every step of the way through my engagement, wedding, and most of all, raising children. Not in an interfering, pushy way, but in the most helpful and supportive way one can imagine. Being a mom is the greatest joy, but it's hard. When my two kids were born, Phyllis took a week of vacation from work and came over every day to help me with everything I needed. She supported me. She taught me how to take care of the babies. She let me rest when I was tired. And most importantly, she always respected my wishes and point of view. Phyllis showed me how to make events a little more fun. Like every holiday dinner, include a themed tablecloth and napkins to make it festive. She never missed a birthday or anniversary. There were always cards and presents. She still sends my grown kids children's Valentine's Day cards and Easter cards with money in it. When my daughter got married, then her son-in-law was added to the mailing list. And I think he looks forward to those cards most of all. Phyllis showed me how little things make a big difference, that it does not take that much to make life a little more joyful. When the kids were little, we would take them on their tricycles to a cul-de-sac with a large-size hill and let them ride down. Except, as far as the kids were concerned, it was not a street. It was the Rugley Van. They still remember it to this day. Not only did Phyllis give me special personal gifts, she helped me with practical things I needed for the house. I still have pots and pans and other kitchen items that she provided for me to help me get set up. I remember mentioning I didn't have a crock pot. Next thing I knew, there was one waiting for me. Once I couldn't get a stain out of a blouse. I promptly received the perfect product to help me accomplish my task. She always knew what I needed, and she did her best to help me come up with solutions. Phyllis also loves to read, and every Christmas gives me a special book that I always look forward to. She never disappoints, and I've learned a lot from those books. Life is just better with her in it. She has stood by me for over 30 years now and helped me to get through some pretty tough times. I can't think of a better mentor, role model, or friend. If she sounds too good to be true, she is. Don't get any ideas. She's mine. Thank you.
That was wonderful, Debbie. Thank you for sharing that and the importance of our mentors in our lives. So we have 1 minute to write your evaluation, and you can send it to through the private chat if you like. Or you can, I don't know, do you want people to email you their evaluation if they don't get it in the chat, or do they need to put it in the chat?
Oh, I'll put my email, whatever they prefer.
Okay.
I'll check
right.
my email, I promise.
Okay, I just know how you are with your email.
I promise I'll look.
Okay, would you put it in the chat then, please? So we have 1 minute for an evaluation. Okay, did everybody get their evaluations in, or at least started and then email them to them? Thank you, Debbie, for putting it in. I saw while you were speaking that a guest popped on. Malcolm.
Yes.
Hello, Malcolm. How are you?
How are you folks?
Great. So happy you could join us.
Yes. I just
Would
tuned
you-
in to the
Would
end
you
of-
like to tell us why you're here and why you decided to pop in on our Toastmasters group?
I just want to continue my Toastmasters fix. Just to check out other clubs, not to join per se, but just checking out other clubs, see how they operate.
Awesome.
I gotta keep that fix.
Are you local in Carlsbad, or are you
I'm
somewhere
actually
else
in
in
the
the
city
country?
of San Diego.
Oh, San Diego. Well, you're going to love this Toastmasters group. It's the best group around. So, well, welcome. I'm happy that you came and visited us. So we have another speaker, and that's Christiana. And she is giving us her very first speech. It's her icebreaker. And the title is Diving In My First Toastmasters Speech. And it's 4 to 6 minutes. Thank you, Christiana.
Actually, before you start, Malcolm, if you wouldn't mind muting your phone, that'd be great. Thank you.
Thank you, Anita, and welcome Expressions Unlimited to my very first Toastmasters speech, The Icebreaker. I want to start off by admitting that I'm nervous, and for the last week, I've been somewhat stressed out about giving this speech, and I would really rather be 70 feet under the ocean with no air supply than giving this speech. But here I am, but more on the ocean later. I joined Toastmasters to learn how to be a better communicator, presenter, and leader. I used to think I was a natural public speaker until a couple months ago, I totally botched a very important presentation over a Teams virtual meeting. The next day, my new manager, relatively new to me, someone I was trying to press who witnessed the botched presentation, suggested I join Toastmasters. Humble pie was served to me on a silver platter. Not only did I have to admit to him that I wasn't a very good presenter, I had to admit it to myself. So here I am, signed up, paid for, and more importantly, I've listed the completion of this program as one of my annual goals where I work at Qualcomm. So if I want to keep my job, I must do this. I started working for Qualcomm about 1.5 years ago as an enterprise business development manager for the compute division. You probably didn't know it, but Qualcomm makes semiconductor chips for a lot more than just cell phones. Or maybe you think Qualcomm is just a big old football stadium that's currently being torn down. Anyway, for the last couple of years, Qualcomm has been making PC semiconductor chips. We combine the best of our cell phone technology with modern PC technology to create the world's first 7-nanometer computer processor chip. And it's my job to drive demand for the PCs made by Dell, HP, Lenovo with our chip inside, with Fortune 1000 customers across the globe. Don't worry if this is confusing or boring. I don't plan on talking about technology or my job for the entire speech. But hopefully, with the help of Toastmasters, eventually I will be able to make complex technical concepts easy to understand and exciting to learn about. For now, though, I'm going to focus on something that I think you might find more interesting about me. I like to hold my breath while diving straight down to depths of 70 feet in the ocean with no air supply to get back to the surface. This is also known as free diving. 70 feet is currently my deepest dive on a single breath hold. You might be wondering why I like to do this. Well, I don't have enough time to explain all the reasons, but to sum it up in 3 bullet points, I love the ocean water, I love to swim, and I love observing wildlife. If you've ever tried to study a wild animal, what is the first thing you learn? They run away and hide when they're scared, right? Well, what could possibly be scarier to a dolphin, a whale, a manta ray, or a fish than massive amounts of bubbles and noise coming at you from nowhere, otherwise known as a scuba tank? So when done correctly, diving without a scuba tank allows you to blend in with the natural underwater environment, and the wildlife won't get scared and swim away and hide. To enjoy what you're seeing while diving without a tank, however, you need time to observe. So the only solution then is to learn how to hold your breath for long periods of time. So I took up the art and practice of free diving to learn how to hold my breath longer. Freedivers practice in groups in the ocean at about 100-foot depth. They use floats with long lines and weights tied to the bottom of them to practice diving straight down. We wear weight belts to help us get down faster too. There's a fairly complicated science to learning to hold your breath properly, equalizing, what we call long fin kick technique, and even wearing a mermaid-like tail called a monofin to help you go faster. After some difficult freediving classes and a lot of practice, I can now do what I like for a lot longer, which is observe and learn about wildlife in the open ocean. I could talk for hours about my feelings and connection with ocean wildlife while diving and the life-changing experiences I've had while holding my breath for 3 minutes or more. But my time is almost up, and I'm supposed to relate my freediving back to Toastmasters and my job at Qualcomm, which is what I started talking about. So in summary, I think all three things require learning, goal setting, and practice. And I'm counting on Toastmasters to help me be a better communicator, presenter, and leader, which will help me to excel in my career and continue earning enough money to do the things I love the most, which is travel the world and swim with wild dolphins. Thank you.
Thank you, Christiana. That was so interesting. And it made me want to try to it was difficult to breathe while you were talking. I don't know why, but it was just up here, I guess.
Probably because I wasn't breathing.
So we have 1 minute to write an evaluation. And Christiana, would you please put your email in the chat just in case somebody can't get it to you through the private chat? But if you can, just send it to her through the private chat. 1 minute. All right, that's got to be, oh, it looks like Paul was timing us. Thank you. My stopwatch stopped. So Paul, while you're up, how did our speakers do?
They did very well. So Debbie had a time at 6:18, so she qualified, and Christiana was at 5:23, so they both qualified.
Awesome. Thank you, Paul. Now I'd like to hand the meeting over to our general evaluator, which is Devin.
Thank you. So now we're going to enter our evaluation period of the meeting. And first up, we have Jessie, who will be evaluating Debbie's speech. So please welcome Jessie.
Thank you. Debbie, you did a fantastic job. I just love watching you give your speeches, and you're always and today was no exception. You were so relaxed and connecting with the audience with your smile and just your very great demeanor. That goes a long way. I enjoyed your stories about your Uncle Marty and Phyllis, and you really brought us right into the scene of who they were and what they did for you. Loved your smile. And I love too that, Phyllis still has a connection with you today, which is really cool. So all those personal descriptions were fantastic. Just for a little bit of something to add that you might want to try is a little more, I think you're ready to add some gestures, okay? Just think about it ahead of time where you want to put them. And the only other thing I could have thought of was, this is just a personal preference thing. I like it when people can add a couple of quotes here and there, something that was actually said by your Uncle Marty or Phyllis might edit. Oh, and if you really want to stretch, you could try standing up. But overall, you did fantastic. And I always love it when you perform. So keep up the good work, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessie. And next up, we have Brooke, who will be evaluating Christiana's icebreaker. Welcome, Brooke.
Thank you, Devin. Well, congratulations, Christiana. You did great. I understand nervousness. I remember when it was my first icebreaker, it was really, really scary. But you did a really great job. I love, you look beautiful, and I love, I feel like your speech was very engaging, very informative about you and what you like to do, and your job and your company. Sorry. I think that your speech flowed really well into each part of your story, and I did see you moving around in your chair, maybe, and I think that comes down to being nervous as well, but maybe add some hand gestures as well. But I've scuba dived before, and I really got really scared. So for you to go ahead and do free diving was really inspirational for me. But overall, I think you did great. Well done.
Thank you, Brooke. And with that, we'll turn it back over to Anita.
Thank you, Devin. So now, drum roll, is our table topics time. And I know that Lucille has something different and exciting planned today. Don't forget, the word of the day is cherish. So try to incorporate that in your answer. And here's our table topics master, Lucille.
Thank you, Anita. I wanted to make sure that you are able to remember two things. I have some photos, and thank you for those who had sent some photos to me. When you see the photograph, I will ask you a question. I will pick on you, and then I ask you a question. And then at the end of your response, I want you to guess who that picture belongs to. Okay, so as most of you had remember, I asked for either a baby picture, a toddler, or a teenager. So I'm going to do a share screen, and hopefully I can still see you when I do that. Hang on one sec. Yes. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
I know who that is.
But I'm going to do a slideshow right now. Okay. So hang on one sec, because I need to find people, because I can't see you. You all disappear to me at this point. 1 second. I practice this to make sure that I can actually see you as well. So here we go. I need to move this. And okay, I think I can see all of you at the same time. Well, I'll do that. Okay, since you can see that, my first question is, tell us a little bit about this beautiful baby and what you remember about this baby. And at the end of your question, at the end of your answer rather, tell us who this baby belongs to as an adult. And also, don't forget to use the word of the day. So let's start with, let's see, who doesn't have Angelus?
Thank you, Lucille. I am the worst with compliments, but I will try. So when I saw this baby, it immediately reminded me of Devin. I don't know why. I think it's because of the, I don't know, the hair or the eyes, something about it. I forgot what you asked.
Tell
But
tell us a little bit about what you know of this baby. Like when you see this picture, what you feel, what you remember, memories, if this
okay.
was somebody that you know.
So I feel like this baby likes to cherish playtime and is a very positive individual now. I think it has like a little Shamu toy or whatever stuffed animal next to this baby. So they were probably from Southern California, which means that maybe my guess of it being Devin is right because Devin likes Disneyland and Disneyland is in Southern California. So what else? Can't really, I don't know. I can't really tell much about young babies. Thank you though.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Angela, for playing. And you guessed it right. That is Devin.
Woohoo!
Next question, next picture. Pretend that you know this beautiful young lady. And with that picture, tell us a little bit of a story, how you know her and what she's doing in this picture. Oh, it's pretty obvious actually in the picture, but just tell us a story when you know her at that age. Let me ask, let's see. Well, everybody has something. Deanna.
Can you show the picture?
Yeah, it's there.
No, we can't see it.
No,
Really?
it didn't move to the next picture.
same
No,
one.
It's still on the first picture.
Oh, there you go.
There.
You see it now?
Ah,
Yes.
there he is.
Yes or no?
I do see it.
Yes.
But
You
that doesn't
can't?
help me. Oh.
You can see it now, yes?
Yeah, I can see it now. And so you said to say. I'm
Tell
sorry.
us what you remember about this beautiful baby or little girl, and as you remember her at that time.
Okay. So I remember she was so excited to be a flower girl for a friend's wedding. That can't be a friend, it probably has to be a family member. And she was just beaming when she was carrying the bouquet of flowers, but she was also shy too. You could tell that she was excited to be there and excited to participate, but a little bit shy seeing that people were looking at her. But she was also very proud. She was very proud of her, I'm gonna say her big sister for getting married. And she also couldn't wait for it to be over because she knew she was going to have some wedding cake. And I am going to guess that this is Christiana.
Okay, thank you for that. This is actually Brooke. Okay. Next picture. Can you see it?
Not yet.
Not yet. For some reason, it stops and then it asks me. Okay, can you see it now?
Not yet.
No, it says slideshow, resume slideshow.
Can you see it?
Not yet.
Really?
No.
Sometimes
looks-
it's the settings. You have to tell it that you want it to show everything. Sometimes you
Right,
put
that's what
show
I
this.
did.
Oh, okay.
It looks like the picture is down. Can you
It's
move?
like zoomed in.
Oh,
If I can suggest, if I were you, Lucille, I would unshare and share again once you have the picture up.
It's funny because it says resume, and that's what I said, resume. Can you see it?
no.
Not yet.
Aw,
Angela said it's zoomed in really tight. Can you bring it
Huh.
out?
let's see. Let me stop for 1 second. Sorry about that.
Yeah, share again.
Oh boy. Okay, can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. This is okay. So tell us a story about this young baby at this just a story, what you think when you see this young baby right here. Let me ask Malcolm, can you see it? I know you're in your computer phone. Are you able to see that, Malcolm, or no? Can you unmute? You're muted, Malcolm.
Oh, okay. Now can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you see the PowerPoint?
Yes.
Okay. So can you tell us what this little boy, just a story about this little boy?
He seems to be so focused when taking this picture. Also, he's excited to be part of this. He's waiting on something. He wants the photographer to hurry up, take this picture. Mommy, tell him to hurry up, because I want to go home after this. It could be me, but in reality, I'm trying to figure out who could this be? This could be the only guy in the meeting, and that is our timer. Or if that's not, make that Corey. Oh, the timer must be agreeing upon it. That must be him. Aha! Back to you.
Good job. Good job, Malcolm. It is Paul, our timer. Thank you. Next. Okay. Can somebody tell me a story? This is photograph and memories of this beautiful young lady on her bike. Corey.
When I first met Anita, I have to say it was a very memorable day. She was riding her bike and I needed to get home. So I said, Anita, could you please pick me up on your bike? I see that you have plenty of room. She said, I can't talk right now. I'm off to a meeting. So as she went to the meeting, she came back about 2 hours later and she saw me still on the side of the road. I was just a little baby. And she said that she's back from the meeting and she can help me maybe in about an hour. And I said, Anita, I need a ride right now. My parents are waiting for me and I need to go to the house as soon as possible. She says, well, if you gave me $1, I could give you a ride, but it won't be the best ride because it will be a little bumpy. So I said, Anita, I'm just a baby and I would cherish the opportunity to get a ride on your bike. And she says, okay, I'll make an exception and I will take you on this bike to your parents' house right away. I said, thank you, Anita. and we hopped on the bike. We traveled to my parents' house. They were more than happy to see me. And I thanked Anita for her bike ride. And I said, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow and we can do this again.
Good job, Corey. You picked it right away. Good job.
Oh gosh.
That is Anita. Look at that beautiful smile. It's the same smile. Next. Tell us a story, photographs and memories of this beautiful young lady when you met her at that time. How about, let's see, Angel.
Hello. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Lucille. You know, when I first met this person, it was through a friend of a friend, and I cherished that moment. And I cherish this person because she's so sweet, she's so cute, and she's always been just adorable as an adult, and clearly also as a child, as we can see here. Now, I have always thought that Jessie would look rather good with darker hair. And this gives me a chance to see what she might have looked like if this is Jessie, that she had dark hair in this photo, and her outfit. I would cherish this beautiful photo where I think she's probably like in church or something. She's being told to sort of be quiet here. I love that you have shown us photos and try and highlight the amazing importance of photography. And to say that we should cherish our photos goes without saying, really, but I always tell people, and they tell me how they cherish them. They always cherish their photos. And yet my coach tells me to never put that on my photography website. Don't use cliches like cherish, she says. You'd never say that to a real person, but I would. And I say it to you all today, and I say this is a wonderful person that we should all cherish, even if she dyes herself purple. And I'm hoping that this is Jessie. Thank you.
This is actually Deanna.
No!
I'm so
I
confident.
was wrong.
Okay, next. Photographs and memories are a theme. Tell us a story about this young lady sitting here and just kind of enjoying the sun. Let me ask, let's see. Devin.
So I think this little girl is cherishing a special day out with her family at the beach in sunny California. Maybe it's her first time getting to see the ocean. It's a very special day. And it's also a really hot day. So she got to have ice cream and candy and all the special treats all day long as she enjoyed the time with her family. And I think she's probably Lucille, if I had to guess. And I would say she probably cherishes the memory of this day because it's the simple memories with your family, I think, that are the most important and last the longest. And there's the green.
Good job. That is me. Good job, Devin. You picked that one right. All right, I think in a few more. Now, tell us the memory of this baby. And let me see, she's pretty comfy in that bassinet. I think that's a bassinet. Let's see, how about our timer, Paul?
This baby does look very comfortable. A little too comfortable, I would say. Maybe this baby just woke up from a nap, was rubbing her eyes, rubbing the crud out of her eyes, getting the junk out of there, doing a big yawn. And then mom or dad came by And this baby is kind of like, I think I cherish this person. I think I've seen this person before. And this baby's studying this person. Didn't turn out it was the mom or dad, it was some weird uncle. And that's why the baby's kind of giving that weird uncle this kind of look like, okay, take a hike, buddy. So I think that's the situation. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, who is this baby? I'm gonna need some help here. I don't know who this baby is.
Just guess.
Have we already guessed Christiana?
She did
That'd be
not
my
send a
guess.
picture.
Who is it?
So you guessed Christiana?
Yes.
That is actually Angel.
Whoa!
I wasn't always a smiler.
I had to pick something that's a baby because it's a little hard to determine who. So I kind of mix it up. So I'm so glad that some of you gave a real baby picture. Next, can you tell us of this photograph, your memory of this beautiful young lady? Tell us a story about this young lady. Let me ask Brooke.
Thank you, Lucille. Okay, so I think that this little girl, she is having her school photo. She is cherishing the time at school. And the photographer is, you know, trying to make her laugh. And she she kind of wants to laugh but doesn't, but she does. I'm thinking this is, okay, who do we have? I think this could be Megan. And I think okay, I'm having trouble what to say. Is it Megan?
Yes.
Oh.
Yay! You guys are pretty good.
Very good. Do I have one more time? I think I have one last one. So if we could.
If we go quickly, yeah.
Okay, quickly with this one. Let me ask, let's see who did that.
That is cool.
Jessie.
Okay, I think this little girl is very studious, but she's got a little bit of orneriness in her too. And she has a lot of friends and she has a great family and she has so many different interests that she stays occupied all the time and gives the teachers and everybody a run for their money to keep her entertained. And I think this is just a really wild guess, but I think I actually cherish that face because it's so adorable. I'm going to say DeAngelis. No, okay.
It's Stacy.
Stacy!
Nice. Look at the giveaway.
Oh, darling. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you everyone for playing. Sorry it took a little longer than I wanted. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Lucille. That was so much fun. And I think these days we all need fun once in a while. Thank you. That was great.
Thank you.
So let's get some of the reports. Let's move on. And we need the timers report for table topics. Paul, you're on again. How did we do?
I'll do both of them. I think we also have the evaluations.
Oh, sorry.
Evaluations, that's cool. Both of them qualified. And then for table topics, everyone qualified except Jessie. Jessie, you're a little short. I'm in at 35 seconds. You went right away to guessing.
Fair enough.
Thank you, Paul. And what about the grammarian report for the word of the day on table topics?
I have I think, 3 people that did not say the word of the day, and I believe that was Deanna, and correct me if I'm wrong, Malcolm and Brooke. Is that true?
I said it
That's
right at the
true.
beginning.
I didn't know the word of the day until later.
Oh,
Okay, we didn't explain it to you, I guess, so.
sorry, Malcolm.
Sorry about that. But the ones that qualified were, or the ones that said the word of the day were Angelus, Corey, Angel, Devin, Paul, and I think that's it.
Okay,
I didn't say it either.
You didn't say it?
No.
Okay. So we have everybody qualified but Deanna, Brooke, Malcolm, Jesse, and Megan. Is that right?
I said it. I said cherishing at the beginning.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Brooke
I did
is-
not ask Megan for the table topics.
Okay, there you go.
I cherish
Right.
the meeting.
So Deanna, Jesse, and Malcolm. All righty. So now we get to vote. We get to, oh, there it is. Best speaker, evaluator, and table topics. And while we're doing that, let's go ahead and report on our roles. So Corey is our awe counter. How did we all do, Corey?
I think everyone did really well. I have to be honest, I'm the worst at this because I get so consumed on the stories that I don't really pay attention as well as I probably should. Megan, you got a couple ands. Anita, you had a few so's. Malcolm, you had an ah. Devin, so. Deanna, Brooke, a few ums. Jesse, a couple filler ands. And Paul, I didn't hear. Everyone else did really good job.
Thank you. Thank you, Corey. By the way, how did you know it was me so quickly? I mean, that was a long, long time ago.
Yeah, it was just a lucky guess. I can only see a few faces, and out of the faces that I could see on the sidebar, you look the most resemble it.
Okay, grammarian is Stacy. Can we hear your report, please, Stacy?
Sure. I wasn't listening very closely, but I was looking for kind of creative usages of the English language and maybe some useful, exciting words. Christiana said humble pie was served to me on a silver platter. I thought that was really cute. And Brooke said in the word engaging and informative, and Angel said highlight. And that's the best I could come up with today. Thank you.
Thank you, Stacy. Our watcher today is Deanna. And what did you see, Deanna?
Hi, everybody. For the most part, everybody looked fine as far as being centered in the camera. And I did notice, Jesse, in the beginning, you were sitting at the couch and then you switched, I think, and then you're where you are right now. It's pretty cool with the lighting in the background, and your face was showing really well too. And what else was I gonna say? Oh, Christiana, in the beginning you were dark, and I think you caught that. So right when you were getting ready to speak, you also put the light on, and it showed your face beautifully. So that was good. So that is it for now.
Thank you, Deanna. And then our general evaluator is Devin.
Thank you. Thought it was a great meeting. I love to see people stepping up into new roles. So Anita, fantastic job as first-time Toastmaster. That's a big step. Well done. You led it smoothly through, great theme, tied in well with table topics. Both of our evaluators did a nice job of balancing helpful tips for improvement with compliments. They also both employed the using, what works for me, and I enjoy this about your talk. And those are great ways to frame the feedback. So it's not like you should do this. It's more of a positive, suggestion for feedback. So overall, great. Table topics is a lot of fun. I also love when we do something a little different and shake it up. So excellent job, Lucille. And I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Devin. Thank you. I'm interested to hear what our guest, Malcolm, thought of our meeting. Would you like to let us know what your thoughts, Malcolm?
It was an excellent meeting. Have not been to a lunchtime Toastmaster meeting since I paid the visit to my old club, Loquacious Nooners, a couple years ago. You guys seem to be relaxed. Maybe I'll visit again.
Yay.
I hope we'll see you again. I know, speaking for myself, I may look relaxed, but who knows what's going on inside, right? So I have the results of our voting, and I guess we should have a drum roll, fake drum roll, something. The speaker goes to Christiana. Congratulations on your icebreaker. And the evaluator goes to Jesse. Great job, Jesse. And table topics was Corey. Congratulations, Corey, for that great story. And that's the end of our meeting. I'd like to hand it over to Deanna. And thank you, Deanna. This has been a lot of fun.
Good job, Anita. Good job, everybody. I echo what Devin said. It was a very, very good meeting. Let's just take a quick picture since last week I forgot. Devin, would you mind? Okay, what should we do? Should we wave? 1, 2, 3 on the count 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thanks everybody. All right, and let's see. I am going to share my screen. And let's see. I am going to cut and paste this in the chat so you all can. Oh, my chat disappeared. Okay. Maybe you guys can yell out what you guys want. Next week we've got quite a bit of openings. Let's see. Okay, I just cut and paste the Google Doc. And let me just share it again. So next week we have a different Zoom link. So please check your emails and use a different Zoom link. It's just going to be for that 1 week. So I want to thank Lucille for letting us borrow her. Actually, I'm sorry, it's not a Zoom link. It's going to be a Ring Central. It's a different Ring Central link. Okay, so we have table topics, and we have enough room for another speaker. We have evaluator, odd-counter, timer, joke master. Unmute yourself and let me know what you guys want. I can't hear anyone.
I can do joke master, Jesse.
Okay, thank you, Jesse. Table topics master, speaker, evaluator, odd-counter, timer. Nothing?
Right. This is Angela's. You could.
Hi, Angela's.
I could be timer. I'll confirm.
Okay.
Later this week though, because I'm not sure if I'm available this week or next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do watcher.
Watcher, Megan.
Well, you folks have a good day.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much,
coming,
Malcolm. Thanks for
Malcolm.
visiting.
Thanks,
We'll see you
Malcolm.
next time.
Thank you, Malcolm. Malcolm is a longtime Toastmaster member. So
All right.
thank you for
Clearly.
visiting us.
Way to be an inspiration. Okay.
So
Thank
Deanna,
you.
Back
how
in-
many more level 1 do we need to get the, I think we have 3, we need 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If nobody will take the spot, I can be speaker but I'm trying to give it to somebody else first that are doing their first path.
Yeah. Let me see if I can ask Adrian if she wants to move it up because she's supposed to be the following week.
Okay.
So I'll see if I can ask her to do
Okay. So I'll just, yeah, that's perfect.
Who wants to be table topics? That's a fun thing to do.
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna stop. Okay. What else was I gonna say? I think that's it. March 19, we have Diane Abrams, our area director, visiting. So please participate in that one too, so we can have a good attendance, and feel free to invite guests. As always, you can invite guests anytime.
That's March 19th.
Yeah, that's March 19th. But next week, remember to use the new temporary meeting link that I'm going to send out. And it's the same password, which is 4130. Anybody want to make any announcements? Stacy.
Not an announcement, but I just wanted to ask, when you record these, are these saved on YouTube are they saved on Facebook? Is that where you find them? I want
They
to
are
send it
saved on YouTube. So go to youtube.com and then search Expressions Unlimited Toastmasters, and you'll find it there.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah, and I'd recommend for you guys to take a look at it, because then you can see for yourself how you did and use it as something as a positive tool to help you to improve. Don't criticize yourself. Just look at, hey, this is just another tool that you can use to improve yourself. All righty.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for asking. All right. Hey,
Yeah.
enjoy your weekend, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Good seeing you.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you for playing.
Good job, Lucille.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was fun.
Great job, Lucille.
Thank you.
That was fun.